CustomTacticals.com here, and today I'm looking at a knife that's very popular in the knife world. Been around for quite some time. Spyderco Dragonfly. This is the Spyderco Dragonfly 2, product of Spyderco's quote-unquote CQI, Constant Quality Improvement Program, which is, I guess, just their fancy way of saying it's they refine their designs over time. So this would be the second generation Dragonfly 2. Dragonfly comes in the original iteration. The Dragonfly 1 has the FRN pocket clip that's built into the handle. It's an older knife. You don't see too many around as much anymore. And then of course there's the stainless steel Dragonfly and I think a couple of G10 versions as well. This is the FRN Spyderco Dragonfly 2, as is this one, both of them. This comes on the Derek Desmond. I don't know if you know him. Derek Desmond makes lots of different types of Kydex sheaths, and he sells them on eBay. His prices are generally considered quite reasonable. So this is a little stiff. We'll prefer it a little bit easier to pop out, but it is what it is. Matches the orange. I kind of like it. His sheaths are pretty cheap, around 20 bucks, I think. So this one goes on the neck here. Got to take off the pocket clip for it to fit. So the Dragonfly 2 is a 2.5 inch blade, 5.563 inches overall in length, VG10 stainless steel blade, made in Japan, Seiki City, weighs in at an ultralight 1.2 ounces, obviously due to the FRN construction, which I have to say that Spyderco's basically mastered and perfected the FRN handled knife. They do FRN lightweight knives better than anybody else out there. They managed to injection mold FRN in a way that doesn't feel cheap, and stick super high-end steels on it, like LMAX and ZDP 189 and CPMS 30V, all sorts of high-end steels on FRN knives, and people still buy them because they're such well designed and well executed knives. And the Dragonfly is certainly, it falls into that category. It's a $50 knife, maybe even 60. I think it's around $50 or $60. It's essentially the baby brother of the Delica. Similar blade shape, similar feel to it as the Endura and Delica's. A little bit more curved to it so that it feels bigger in the hand, but similar type of utility blade. For 50 bucks, it's not a cheap knife, but it's made in Japan. It's got premium VG10 steel, and for the most part the details are executed extremely well. Lots of jimping on the top and the bottom here, so you're never going to slip onto the blade. It feels great in the hand. They just did a great job with this, and of course it's got the bidirectional Spyderco grip on the FRN here. You can see that it grips this way on the back and grips this way on the front, so that not only does it prevent your hand from slipping onto the blade, it also allows you to pull the blade out backwards as well. So these two here, exactly the same knife here. One's black, one is orange. Lock back, David Boyd dent. It's just a great knife. There's nothing you can really fault it for. It's such a great utility knife, just if you're carrying it around. And these Derek Desmond's sheaths are actually pretty decent bang for buck. Custom sheaths for less than 20 bucks is pretty solid buy, and it works great as a neck knife too. I mean, it's a good size to carry around your neck. Being a folder, it's probably a little bit less self-defense oriented than a fixed blade necker, but great utility knife to hang around your neck. Opens really easily with one hand. It's not something that it's a smaller knife, but because of the location of the hole, you can grip onto this just opens really easily. It's not hard to open, say like a Chris Reeve Menandi or something like that, which can be difficult to open, but these are, you know, pretty good. You can even Spidey drop it. So works well. I'm quite impressed with these little dragonflies. Obviously, a lot of people are familiar with them, so you can see tons of reviews out there talking about everything under the sun. But just want to cover the basics here, since I had a couple of these and felt like I should, you know, do a little review and also show this little Derek Desmond sheath. Pretty cool. Alright, have a good one, guys.